know what, folks? There's over 14,000 acres worth of cranberry bogs alone in this part of Massachusetts.
And when you're in Massachusetts, this is what you think of. Bogging, wet harvesting. This is where our cranberry juice, cranberry in a can comes from.
Absolutely, but before we get knee-deep in this water, let's bring in Bill Whitaker, who's the crew chief on this harvest.
The master! What are you doing?
Bill, I'm looking back here. I noticed that you have not filled this thing up all the way. Is that because we're getting in?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want it to overflow the bank.
So what exactly is going on behind us here? You got this crazy machine out there.
Right now, this man, Mike, is actually driving the water beater. This is what actually picks the fruit off the cranberries. As he drives along, the bars that are on this machine will actually lift the berries off and float them in the water.
After this process, we got to do something.
You're going to put waders on. We're going to put a boom around it, bring it over to the truck, pump it up, and it'll go into a trailer.
Well, why don't we get some waders on? Oh, man, I don't know if we're going to get these on. All right, I got my foot in. Here's the tricky part, getting it over the hump.
1, 2, 3. If we just swear we won't pee in the bog, can we go in shorts?
You know what? You kind of look like Santa Claus.
All right, sausage boy. Well, you can see where they've been booming these berries off. They're drawing them into the truck. Now it's time for us to get in there and, I guess, herd them into the sucker. Oh, the water's delightful.
Look at these things. All right, they've got this boom around all these cranberries that they've just beaten up.
Right,
You know?
and they're rounding them in like you would do with an oil spill.
They're trying to get these cranberries over to this certain section over here.
Where they've got a suction hose, which is sucking the cranberries up.
Now, because this process is going so quick, they need these rakers. And you gotta keep up, man. You gotta just keep up raking and get these berries.
We'll pull more than 80,000 pounds of cranberries out of here today. So, I mean, you pass bogs all over the place. You can see what a huge influence the cranberry has on this area.
I don't know if you've ever seen the inside of a cranberry, but it's almost like a pomegranate. If you want to take a look in there. Look at that. Oh, isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? I don't know about you, but I don't want him in my cocktail. Bill, I've seen these different colored ones. They're not red. We think cranberry, we think red. What's up with these?
Well, they produce so many fruit that there's a lot of berries that'll be underneath the other ones that never see the sun. They don't ripen.
So basically, they need a lot of sunlight to get to this deep, rich red color.
A lot of sun, and actually the change in temperature, as it starts getting colder, they start getting darker and darker.
The berries can get banged up a bit in the process. So these are used mostly for cranberry sauce and juice.
Yeah, just like the stuff we pumped into our Feasty trash bag turkey.
It's been marinating in a mixture of cranberry juice, butter, and beer.
And now it's ready for the deep fryer. So we're just gonna peel back that bag.
Hello, Mr. Turkey. All right, well, we've got our handy-dandy little hook here.
Right.
Now, Mr. Turkey meets the grease. You want to do this outside. You want to do it somewhere so that if the oil splatters out, it's not going to ruin your porch or your deck.
And it's peanut oil, best for frying.
Very important. So we're going to take this turkey, and I'm not going to just lower it right in there. The turkey's full of moisture, and the oil and the water just don't really want to mix. So I'm going to lower it in there a little bit at a time.
Maybe about a quarter or a third of the turkey, and then pull it out. Put it down. Take your time right here.
Absolutely.
Still released.
There we go. You want to check the turkey just like you check a turkey when you roast it in the oven. You want to take a meat thermometer and jam it into the most thick part of the bird and get a read on that temperature of the bird. All right, let's give that a little time to cook off, and I can't wait to cut into this.
Oh, man. You won't believe how juicy a fried turkey is. I want you to move that thing right up in here.
Come on in, don't be shy.
You want to take a piece of this off?
Oh, look at that. Let's give this a try.
Slice me off a little piece. Look at this. We're like ravenous wolves here on this.
It's just got so much flavor. Look at that. Oh, my God.
You can just taste the sweetness of the cranberry.
I tell you what, folks, you try this recipe, you cannot go wrong.
Up next, It's time for a Feasty Pop quiz. What happens when we combine cranberries, horseradish, and deep-fried prime rib?
It's dinner time. Look at the juice just running out of that meat.